and dudettes, how are we doing out there today in the comic book collecting world? It is me, Evan Comics of the Comic Book Fiend Club, each chapter, and welcome to the first ever episode in my series that I like to call Quick Unboxings. So essentially what's going to be going down with this series is I'm going to be doing unboxings or unveilings of anything, whether it's in a box, an envelope, or otherwise. Probably going to be comic book content, and we're going to talk about it and geek out about it just a little bit and have some fun. With that being said, we're also going to be going through the actual unboxing portion really quickly because I don't want to waste your guys' time and watch me fiddling around with packages, right? That's why we're calling it quick unboxings. So without any further ado, we're going to get right into it. I ripped it up. Not the book, the bag. A nice little eBay invoice. Thank you for the purchase. We look forward to doing business with you again. Word. Between two pieces of cardboard. Seems very secure. Seems like there's a bag and board. I was going to do an unboxing video earlier this week for you guys, but that was shipped so poorly. And the condition was damaged so bad that I didn't even have the heart to continue making the video. It ruined my day. Ended up getting some of my money back, which is cool. But if I could just get into this one. I really don't want to damage the book because I have like these gorilla fingers and I don't want to mess them up. Please don't quote me on that. All right, are we ready for the unveiling? Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, the most underappreciated comic book covers of all time in the history of the comic book medium. Not an exaggeration, majorly underappreciated. The Human Fly, number 18. Does that cover look familiar to you? So you guys might notice that this book looks eerily similar to a lot of other very popular comic book covers out there, some of which including the very popular X-Men number 136, as well as Crisis on Infinite Earths number 7, which is the issue where Supergirl dies, which was voted the most popular comic book cover of all time. Not only that, but this bad boy predates both of those very famous comic books, with the X-Men book coming out in 1980, the Crisis book coming out in 1985, this bad boy coming out in February of 1979. Shout out to the international chapter of the Comic Book Fiend Club who brought this to my attention. I needed to jump on this underappreciated book. Let's take a little bit of a dive inside and learn more about the Human Fly.
This particular issue was written by Bill Mantlo and penciled by Lee Elias. And over the 18 issues in this volume, there are a lot of fun, wild rides, and adventures for the Human Fly.
Believe it or not, guys, the Human Fly is a character based on a real live person, the Canadian stuntman Rick Roget. In the comics, before Rick becomes a superhero, he was severely injured during a car crash. His car was run off the road and his wife and children were all killed in the accident. After a long hospitalization, including a number of reconstructive surgeries in which 60% of his bone structure was replaced with steel, Rick was told that he would be unable to move for the rest of his life. Undaunted, he trained and worked until not only he could move, but until he was able to do the things that he could never do even before the accident. After he left the hospital, he took on the masked identity of the Human Fly. As the Human Fly, he performed daredevil stunts to benefit various charities, especially those helping children with disabilities. His activities often drew him into conflict with criminals who were often seeking to rob the charity events at which he performed. Additionally, he drew the attention of Spider-Man, who thought he might be the villain of the same name, and over the course of his career, he worked with other heroes, such as Ghost Rider, the White Tiger, and Daredevil, to name a few, who are some of my favorite characters. The Human Fly is a master aerialist, gymnast, stuntman, and hand-to-hand combatant, even though he detests violence. He carries an arsenal of equipment and weapons, including his Human Fly baton, magnet clamps, suction cups, auxiliary jets, explosive charges, an oxygen tank, gas masks, a grappling hook, a pickaxe, and an acetylene torch. I must admit that in my research of this character, I have grown to appreciate his mythos a lot. And now, here's a quick message from the Comic Book Fiend Club International Chapter President and everyone's favorite masked vigilante, J2K.
Excuse the face covering, excuse the voiceover, but myself and an international chapter have brought ourselves into great danger. To create a whole new comic history, one that is long forgotten. On the 6th of July, we broke comic history forever to bring you this iconic cover that was seemed to be forgotten of the Human Fly 18. From now on, the 6th of July will always be known as International Human Fly Day. The world must and needs to know.
Jay, what are you doing?
I told you not to disturb me. I'm trying to do a really important video and change comic history forever.
I also have a couple of other books here, like homaging. These are all homages of the Human Fly. I do not own X-Men number 136, but I do have Crisis number 7, Death of Supergirl, most popular cover of all time. And I also have this Deadpool trade, Deadpool, All in the Family, which is more closely homaging than number 7. But now that we all know the truth, respect where you come from. Alright, respect the originals. And that concludes the first ever episode of Quick Unboxings. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, or night, wherever you may be in the world at whatever time. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, collect what you love. My lard. Oh yes. Fresh!